Yeah.
If there's a way to eat
It's
them,
gross.
we will find a way to eat them.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
We won't eat the
We will
snails.
not.
We are resilient in Louisiana. If it can be eaten, we will eat it.
Oh my God.
No.
I am not
I'm
eating.
sure someone has thought about it.
I'm not there eating
If not
apple
tried
snails.
it, someone has thought about it.
I'm sure somebody's thought about it, but
No. Please don't eat apple
Don't do it.
snails. Don't listen to Chris.
Don't be surprised if it came on a menu coming next summer.
Oh my goodness.
Delicious. All right, let's take a look. We've had some cooling showers across parts of South Louisiana, but it's generally been to our north and west around the Felicianas, also north of Lafayette, and also around Lake Charles. Some of it a little too late, had already gotten into the lower, upper 90s and lower 100s, and had a few little stray showers in along the coastline and the bayou parishes earlier today, but that was about it. So we broke another record today at Kenner and several other records. 100 degrees was our high at MSY, new record at Slidell and at Lakefront and at Macomb and at Baton Rouge. Had rainfall in Baton Rouge. Their current temperatures are in the 80s, but we still were able to get up to 106 degrees. That is because of this persistent upper pattern, but there are some changes coming. Next couple of days, we will start to see the upper high shifting off to the west. In the meantime, we'll still likely have upper 90s and low 100s into the weekend. By early next week, we start to see this upper trough developing, and there has been consistency in the models of pushing a front into the Gulf Coast or moving it south of the coast. Now, because we had a front move through last week with a very similar upper pattern, I am forecasting that front to move through, and actually our tropical system may help us out as well. I'll explain why in a moment. Right now, that wave that we're watching, nothing expected to happen in the near future. It is over Honduras and Guatemala at the moment, but this system is very broad. This is just moisture that is moving northward at the moment. In the near future, though, it will continue to get drawn north, and then as we head toward the weekend, more so early next week, we could see some possible tropical development. Then by early to mid in the week, it will start moving northward because of that upper trough. However, while we do lose the tropical block that I was calling it, the upper high, we are going to see another block, and that's the cold front that'll move through. It will deflect that system to the east. So most of our model guidance, and the models are split on exactly whether or not something forms, with the Euro much more aggressive, both the Euro and the GFS indicating the upper pattern and the cold front will keep this system moving more toward Florida. In the near term, this is what's steering this system. And again, there is nothing organized with it. You got kind of an upper low over the Bay of Campeche and then also an upper high. Right in between, you have this northerly pattern, which is keeping this storm, or system I'll call it, moving due north. May lose some of that steering once it's near the Yucatan Channel, and it is forecasted to just kind of meander before eventually getting picked up by the upper trough. Again, we're starting to get a little bit more confident that this system is going to stay away from us. Now, with that front that I mentioned, we should see a temperature drop with highs maybe a little closer to normal and some much needed rain with the front. Expecting that on Monday and into early Tuesday with some drier air moving in behind it. The Euro a little more aggressive with just how low the dew points get. And I think why that is because of the Euro indicating more organization with this system. What this would do is actually the motion around it help draw that drier air and force the front south of the coast. The GFS, with having a weaker system, isn't quite as aggressive with the drier air moving all the way through southeast Louisiana. And so I think with the conditions looking fairly favorable for organization and development, I think the Euro is probably the more likely of the scenarios, and also the more likely with that front actually moving through, which would bring us a little bit of a cool down, but more importantly, drier air, and with the front, much needed rainfall. Upper 90s and triple digits outside at the moment. Our high today, as I mentioned, broken old record that sounds like a broken record. 97 is our current temperature with a dew point of 112. The heat, humidity will continue through the next couple of days. Upper disturbances and the front should help us out with some rainfall, and then less humid and milder, still hot though, as we head toward the middle to end of next week.